Well guys, we just came off a fantastic weekend of RC racing. We did some oval racing, some on-road racing with the TT02, and of course with the little GT12. In our oval racing, I managed to finish second, or you can look at it last, since there was only two of us for Saturday afternoon oval. But on the first day of our winter on-road racing series here at the local track, I managed to snag first place in the TT02 division. It was fantastic. We're going to talk about what we did to the car, things that we need to do to the TT02, even though we can't do much with it because both are box stock classes. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but let's just talk and have some fun here. So I'm Chad, this is the Dorky and 40 RC channel. We're going to make you faster today. Great thing about the TT02 is that it really is the do-all car. You can bash this thing outside, you can run it inside, whatever your pleasure. Talked about it in a video that we did last week. I'll put a link to it up here if you want to check out more about the TT02. Now I'm hoping this Wednesday there's going to be some more people out at the track for us to race up against. I'm pretty sure there will be, judging by who showed up last Wednesday. And there's some things on the TT02 that we are going to have to try. Now, as you can see, one of the things that I battled with all weekend long in on-road and in the oval is traction. This is a four-wheel drive car, so you're kind of always fighting a little bit of traction issues. The front pulling more than the rear, that type of thing. And of course, it all comes down to tires and tire prepping, tire sauce, and everything else. I could not get very good. I just couldn't get around the oval very good at all until one of our friends, Danny, recommended that I don't sauce any of my tires and just put some sauce on the actual left rear tire. That really seemed to hook things up. The car was still kind of on its knife's edge, but I've got a few plans for it that I think will hopefully help out this week coming up on Wednesday. Now, this is a box stock class, so there's nothing that you can do to this thing. Now, you can try running different bodies. Don't know yet if there's a big difference between those. Try to go with something a little bit shorter, maybe something a little bit lighter. I guess we'll see how that all works. One thing I'm definitely going to be trying is glued the sidewalls up on a pair of tires to actually put those on the front. So that way I can try to reduce the traction on the front. So that way we can kind of take away some of that steering and hopefully prevent a lot of the traction roll issues that we had in the oval and also in on-road, so we can push the car a little bit harder, maybe even be able to sauce up a little bit more. I was having to come on and off the throttle a lot of bit. Looks like Paul was having a really great run. Every time that I crashed twice in the main basically equaled a lap, and so he ended up beating me by 2 laps. It was a great race. He bumped into me once and took me out. I bumped into him once and took him out. All in all, it was a whole ton of fun. So then we got started on the on-road on the next day on Sunday, and you can see that traction again was a little bit of an issue. Also, not being able to see your car is a little bit of an issue as well. We all kind of struggled a little bit. I pretty much got lucky, I think, just because I have been racing on road more than these guys have. I think a lot of it might have been their first time. And you know, that's like seriously all I have done the past 3 or 4 months. And it really, really helped. Fought the traction thing, kind of figured out things with tire sauce, like just trying a little bit on the rears and nothing on the front. That seemed to work out pretty good. And then again, I think we're going to try to run a glued sidewall tire and see if that'll help us out next time, and also of course this week while we are running oval. But all in all, man, it was just a great time. We all started off really bad and we all got pretty good, and needless to say, these guys had dog bones flying out because they didn't do the CVD and the dog bone modification that is legal and that all of us do because they just constantly fly out. Basically turns the car into a 2-wheel drive car. Might have actually been better in some cases, but nevertheless, we all had a great time and we're having fun. And in the end, I was able to put down a super clean run and take it from pole to finish line, and I will take that any day. It felt good. TT02 or not, people crap all over him. Oh, it's too slow. Oh, it's boring, whatever. It was so much fun. everybody was laughing, everybody was having a great time, and that's all that matters. So hopefully we can continue to keep this up and grow this class here locally, because it's a real cheap and it's nice to get everybody involved, and we can run multiple classes with the box stock ready to go. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. Check back later on this week to see how we did at the oval track tomorrow night, and then we got buggy racing coming up this weekend. Pretty excited about that. Got some parts and some upgrades that we are going to do to the B6.4. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you all later. Peace.